welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
3,100 meters range, 55 degrees. The city looks electric.
Get ready to bear down.
Had this one circled for months, and now it's finally here.
Watch out, football! Feel that energy! Go! Let's go!
Last game of the week, but the first to ignite. JJ on the line, C-Dub with the strike. New blood, old feud, same old flame. Vikings and Bears, it's a rivalry game. You dig?
Pressure off the edge and from behind. End zone shot, got it! And diving catch! I can feel it coming in night. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Leading the Vikings, there's the reigning NFL Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. Has a 14 and a 13-win season under his belt in his 3 years in charge. And on the other side, a first-year coach a lot of people are excited about in Chicago. That's Ben Johnson. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return starts at the 3. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, JJ McCarthy.
And I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season. You want to make the most of that chance.
They get 13 on the pickup, and that's going to give the Vikings the first down. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Addison going in motion right. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. McCarthy to throw for it. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's nabbed by Komet. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down, here's Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. 4th down, Williams. He's got it to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Catch is made in close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. On play action, here's Williams. He rolls to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ty Chandler to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
New set of downs for him at the 38. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They give to Jones, right side. Along this sideline inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Thought he had a touchdown there, and that makes it 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Reichert connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here with Jones. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings making a 9-point advantage. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Here's Swift to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams off the play fake. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Has his man caught by Odunze. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Williams to throw here. 3rd and 1. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Working from the gun, Williams finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. All right, set now. 1st and 10. They run with Swift. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting. You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
On fourth down, it's Williams. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's got it deep downfield. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
2nd down carry for Jones. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running behind center with Swift. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears who have 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. This is Swift. No one around. He's got space. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Going to run again with Swift. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down, ball at the 36. Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. That's caught. This is Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Swift. He's out in the clear. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the ground with Swift. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now here's Williams. And that's got it, left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On the give, it's Swift. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
It's a gain of 4, and that's a Chicago 1st down. Now a give to Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Odunze's got it right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. McCarthy now, blitz coming. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go, second down. Now it's McCarthy. Looking slant route, complete. And they get this down to the 28.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. He does it! Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Now Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down, here's Swift. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings' 48-yard line.
Williams will look to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play, because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Jones again on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Williams on the play action. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw is Williams. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one doesn't go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Now he starts from the 6. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Jones once more. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27. Third and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Williams from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bears first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Completed right side to Addison. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead they go with Jones. They pick up a yard. Still need 1 more, though. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get 1 more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. This is Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
On the ground with Swift. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 40 on second down. Still has some space inside the 35. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Finds the in route complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears cut it to a point late in this one. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go. Another throw here for McCarthy. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you Just find a way to get him the ball.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. To throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. He was looking for TJ Hawkinson, and now they're left with 4th and short.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And he moves the chains, but time of the essence, just 16 seconds to work with. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Here's Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. He reaches the sideline, clock stops, but the defense holds him to a gain of maybe 6 or 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Williams. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.